The change of seasons is a cycle, a yearly voyage around the sun. On a tilt of 23 degrees, the change of seasons offers us fun. Because of this tilt on the Earth's axis, parts of the world get more or less light. It gets too cold. Take a hike. Take a hike before winter takes hold. Monarch butterflies, some birds and caribou are leading the way. You should go too. If you're a fish or other aquatic form, move deep in the water where it's still warm. Take a hike. Animals scurry in a hurry, preparing to survive. But the greatest beauty is the change that we see of the colors of leaves on deciduous trees, caused by the pigments inside the leaves of the trees that change color. Deciduous trees. Sometimes they're dormant and wake once in a while. Sometimes they're adapted to an active lifestyle. How are creatures adapted to the winter? What strategies do they use to survive? How do they function when it's so cold? How do they manage to stay alive? Birds and butterflies, salmon and whales are migrating creatures. Plants have ways of preparing for winter. Deciduous trees and shrubs drop their leaves. Animals cope with cold winters too, using some of these strategies.
They sleep in the barn like cows and hogs, or under the ice like fish and frogs, or dig burrows down deep. Skunks find this nice, or run around in tunnels like fools and mice.
Plants have ways of preparing for winter. Drip, drip, the sap is dripping. Spring is here, the maples know. Drip, drip, the sap is dripping as the sun melts the snow. Maple syrup, especially tasty. Maple syrup, especially sweet, boiled from the sap of the maple tree. Maple syrup, a special treat. Each year we collect the sap.
In the cycle of seasons, most people like spring. It signifies rebirth of so many things. When spring arrives and the weather turns warm, plants start to bloom, many babies are born.
Bees and butterflies, hummingbirds and carrion flies, mosquitoes, moths to name a few. The wind is a pollinator too. Bats, bees and butterflies, hummingbirds and carrion flies, mosquitoes, moths to name a few. The wind is a pollinator too. Summer solstice, the longest day of the year, usually June 21st in the northern hemisphere. It has to do with the tilt of the earth and the way it revolves around the sun. When the sun is right over the Tropic of Cancer, it's the longest day of the year. There are so many reasons for the seasons, they all have to do with the sun. But we all love all the different seasons, the change is always fun. Near the equator, in the tropics, the weather is always warm. But these places still have seasons, they just take a different form. There are so many